Just to be clear, you want me to talk nonstop Star Trek this entire episode. That is the only thing you want to hear out of my voice.
Yes.
You're absolutely positive that's all you want me to talk about.
Yes.
So you like Star Trek just as much as I do, if not more.
Man, I'm such a loser.
I mean, I don't know that I'd go that far. What did you think of the most recent episode of Star Trek Strange New Worlds?
And I kept kind of nodding off.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to We Watch TV. It is the podcast about the TV that we watch. I am Daniel. She is Hope. This is episode 111. She isn't really Hope this week, though. I am going solo in this effort once again. Hope's down with a bit of a strong migraine, so I am just trying to fill the gap, get an episode out there, get you guys some content going into the end of July, early August. So wish Hope the very best in her recovery. She's feeling fine, just wasn't quite up for the podcast, and I was like, I have some funny stuff to play around with. So you may have noticed in the intro I had a few things to say. Hope, how you feeling right now?
And I kept kind of nodding off.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be that kind of episode. I've got in her absence, I made a Hope flavored soundboard on my computer to play some of her greatest hits.
Yes.
So thank you. I'm very excited to get into that and play around a little bit with it. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and kick it off. Hope's favorite topic, college football. We're here at the end of July. August is a-coming, and so is college football. Hope, let me ask you, what about your favorite team?
Oh my God, the Longhorns are going to be my number one.
Oh, I thought it was the West Virginia Mountaineers, but things change, so who knows? All right, that's college football out of the way. We have watched a couple of television shows in our couple weeks absence here, starting, of course, Star Trek: Strange New Worlds season 3. We've got 3 episodes in already. They gave us 2 episodes to start with. 3rd episode last week. I think it was very good. I've enjoyed it a lot. I think would echo with me. The first episode of the season was a part 2, finishing up the cliffhanger from season 2. I've never been a huge fan of part 2 episodes. For some reason, they've just never quite done it for me. Part 1 always seems to be a better episode. They're building that tension. They're building the drama. They're building the what's going to happen. And then the what happens at the to sew it up just never really pays it off. And in this particular situation where we're talking about a show like Star Trek Strange New Worlds, it only gets 10 episodes a season. It feels... It wasn't a bad episode, but it feels like we could have spent our time on something else. So then we get to episode 2, and we're right back with Strange New Worlds and exactly the feel. That's what I want out of the show. I'm sure Hope would agree with me. But
yes.
There we go. Yeah, you agree with me. Episode 2 was the best one.
Yes.
Episode 3 was better than episode 1 as well.
Yes.
So, Hope, is Star Trek your favorite show?
Man, I'm such a loser.
So anyways, that's Star Trek Strange New Worlds, 3 episodes out, really just back to form. A little disappointed that we're only going to get 10 episodes. We're only going to get 2 more seasons, and the 5th season is going to be a little shortened, but whatever, we got to do with what we can do with. We also watched several episodes of And Just Like That. Oh, there's my computer noise. That's going to have to stay in. I don't know what episode last we talked about, but we have watched all the way up to episode 8 of season 3 of And Just Like That. And let me tell you something. This show is terrible. Hope, what do you think?
I'm peopled out.
Yeah, I agree. I just don't know what they're doing with this show. But I will say one thing. When they get rid of Aiden, the show's better. And they introduce that the basement dweller man for season 3, Duncan. I made a ton of Duncan's Choi Chest joke immediately. If you know, you know. He and Carrie have way more just whatever the term is called. Hope, do you have anything for me? No, apparently she doesn't at all.
And I kept kind of nodding off.
Yeah, it happens a little bit with this show. It gets boring. It's really there's only a couple storylines that like are interesting whatsoever, and it's just. Ugh. I'm sure we'll talk about it more when Hope is feeling better and gets back on the show, but leave it at that. That and just like that is still out there doing its thing, which isn't very good. And I don't know. They haven't announced a season 4. I at this point I'm not even sure how they're going to wrap this season up, but there is that. We've also got The Summer I Turned Pretty, season 3. I have not been watching this with Hope. She watches this by herself, secreted away. I'm not allowed to speak to her while this show is on. So I do have a hastily typed text message that I'm going to read for everyone's enjoyment now. This is exactly what it says verbatim. So if the lingo is the lingo, I don't speak The Summer I Turned Pretty lingo. Team Conrad, Jur is going down. Okay. Bonrad will rise. Endgame might come to fruition differently, but I, Hope, believe Belly and Conrad will win. Now here's the thing. I don't know what words, what proper nouns in that are ship names or not, because it's my understanding Belly is the name of an actual character in this show, which, whatever. Oh, there's one part I forgot to read. Steven and Taylor will be in game. So, there you go, everybody. You're hot and The Summer I Turned Pretty action. Oh, I forgot to use this one. So here, let's see. Hope believes her end game will come to fruition, just in a different manner, but still something to celebrate.
Man, I'm such a loser. Yes.
So, Summer I Turned Pretty, Star Trek: Strange New Worlds, and just like that. Main shows we're watching. We've also been watching Bachelor in Paradise. That show's a hot mess. They brought the old people in from the Golden Years show, which did make it somewhat more watchable, but still pretty much still just a turd in a punch bowl of a show. And now they're changing the format. So we haven't watched the episode that comes out that is airing on July 28th. So starting with that episode, they're moving it into some sort of competition show. And I understand that Bachelor in Paradise has always been some sort of competition show, but like this is like actually competition, and it seems really dumb. I'm probably going to have to peace out on that. I don't think I'm going to be interested at all in that. So I'm just going to give you guys the heads up now that show is really going downhill. I didn't think it had that far to go, but apparently the hill is a very large hill, and it's got a lot farther to roll than I thought it did, because it just looks like it's getting stupider and stupider every single week. So we're watching that. We watched Happy Gilmore 2 on Netflix. I think we'll save commentary until Hope gets back for that one. Enjoyed it. We both enjoyed it. So if you haven't watched it yet, go out and check that out. It was pretty good. And then I can't think of anything else that there is to talk about. You guys keep trying to get me to watch Love Island. Here's the thing with Love Island, folks. I'm just going to level with you. It's on Peacock. We don't have Peacock. And no one's been able to convince me that it's worth whatever it is to do Peacock. I think we've used all of our email accounts to get the free 30 days. And I don't have it in me. And is it a competition show like they're turning Bachelor in Paradise into? I'm not interested in that. There's just nothing about that show that I have interest in. I know you want me to listen to it. I understand. I have incredible opinions about television, and you all really want to know what they are. But some things they're just not doable. So I don't think that's going to happen for you. I'm sorry. A couple things to look forward to. We will be seeing Fantastic Four coming up here in the next week or so. So we should be talking about that, continuing to talk about all of the shows that we have been watching, which is like just the baseline thing we do on this show. So if you're unfamiliar and you made it this far and you have no idea what we do on this show. We talk about television. Just the television we watch, only the television we watch. And if you don't like that, I'm not sure why you're this far into this podcast episode. Listen to me rant and go on. Anyways, so now we're going to talk about Star Trek. So Star Trek The Next Generation. I do really feel like I'm with you with this here.
I'm peopled out.
I agree.
And I kept kind of nodding off. Yes.
I'm really, like, if you can't tell, just over the moon with myself on this soundboard here. I will not be allowed to use this during regular podcast episodes, only when I'm recording just by myself down in the secret of my basement. So don't get too excited if that's a feature that you like, because Hope is never going to let that fly.
Oh my God. The Longhorns are going to be my number one.
So anyways, all that said, again, everybody, if you haven't already, go out there to your favorite social media platform. And when I say favorite, I mean Instagram, because it's the only account we have. And give us a like, give us a share. Let us see what we can do to get some new followers and grow this podcast a little bit. And I do appreciate you turning into this episode. Hope, anything else you want to say?
Yes.
What's that?
I'm peopled out.
I agree. I'm also peopled out. So I will see you all next time.